Drake just put his $88 million Beverly Hills palace up for grabs, and the streets are talking about why the sixth god is really moving different right now. Listen, before we get into this whole situation, if you're not already locked in with Celeb Clope, what are you even doing? Hit that subscribe button right now because we're about to break down the real story behind Drake's money moves, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next on this channel. So check it. Drake dropped $75 million in 2022 for this Tuscan-style fortress in Beverly Hills, and now he's trying to flip it for somewhere between $79 and $88 million, depending on who you ask. 20 acres of pure luxury, 24,000 square feet of opulence, and the whole thing's got people asking questions. Because when you're talking about Champagne Papi, nothing's ever just business as usual. You feel me? This ain't just some house. This is a statement. 10 bedrooms, and reports can't even agree if there's 13 or 22 bathrooms because the place is so massive nobody's bothered to count properly. 11-car garage for the collection, screening room for the private premieres, wine cellar that probably costs more than most people's mortgages, a whole gym setup, and an elevator because walking is for regular people, apparently. The outdoor situation? Mosaic tile pool that looks like something out of a Roman Empire fantasy, pool house with its own kitchen, tennis court, and an actual orchard. Man's got fruit trees on his property like he's living in some California dream that the rest of us can only stream about. But here's where it gets interesting, and if you're smart, you're already subscribed to Celeb Clope because we connect these dots before anyone else does. Drake bought this place from Robbie Williams, the British pop star, who got it from Armand Marciano, the Guess co-founder. This property's been passing through hands that know luxury, that understand legacy, that move in circles where $75 million is just another Tuesday transaction. So why's Drake letting it go? The streets are watching, and they're noticing patterns. Man's got the embassy up in Toronto, his real throne, that 50,000 square foot custom monster in Bridle Path that's worth $100 million easy. That place has an NBA regulation-size indoor basketball court, not some half-court situation, a full regulation court inside his house. That's home. That's where the magic happens. That's where he's raising Adonis, where he's plotting albums, where he's really living. Beverly Hills? That might have just been a flex, an investment, a piece on the board. And then there's the Texas ranch he copped in 2023 for $15 million. Houston ties run deep for Drake, always have. The city embraced him, showed him love when others were skeptical, and he never forgot. That ranch represents something different, something more grounded, more connected to the culture that raised him in the game. Make sure you're subscribed to Celeb Clope because we're tracking every move, every property, every calculated decision these artists make, and there's always more to the story than what TMZ wants to tell you. See, what civilians don't understand is that real estate at this level isn't about having a place to sleep. It's about assets, liquidity, positioning. Drake's not hurting for cash, obviously, but smart money moves money around. You don't let $75 million just sit there appreciating slowly when you could flip it, make your profit, and redeploy that capital into something that serves your current vision better. The man's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, posting Instagram stories from houses they're renting. This Beverly Hills move says something about priorities shifting. Toronto's home. Always will be. Texas represents the South that made him, that validated him, that gave him street credibility when people questioned if the kid from Degrassi could really rap. But Beverly Hills? That's Hollywood. That's celebrity culture. That's the same energy that Drake's been subtly distancing himself from as he matures, as he focuses on legacy over flash, substance over spectacle. The timing matters too. Man's in a different phase of his career, of his life. He's not the same Drake from 2013 trying to prove he belongs in every room. He's the Drake who's already proven it, who's got nothing left to validate, who can move how he wants to move without worrying about perception. Selling an $88 million mansion? That's a power move, not a desperate one. That's someone reorganizing their empire with precision. If you're not already part of the Celeb Clope family, subscribe right now because we're building something different here. Something that respects your intelligence and doesn't just feed you gossip. What's fascinating is how all these properties tell a story. The embassy in Toronto, that $100 million monument, that's permanence. That's saying, I'm Canadian. I'm from the six, and no amount of success will make me forget where I come from. The Texas ranch is respect. It's honoring the culture that embraced him. It's having a place where he can disappear from the madness and just exist. But this Beverly Hills estate, beautiful as it is, massive as it is, luxurious as it is, it might have just been a chapter that's closing. Drake's always been strategic about his image, his brand, his movements. Every decision is calculated, even when it looks spontaneous. Especially when it looks spontaneous. You don't get to his level by accident. You don't maintain that level by being careless. So when he lists an $88 million property, best believe there's a reason that goes deeper than just, I don't need this house anymore. The real ones who are subscribed to Celeb Clope already know we don't do surface-level takes here. We dig deeper. Maybe it's about simplifying. Maybe it's about consolidating. Maybe it's about having less to manage, so he can focus more on the music, the business ventures, raising his son, building his legacy beyond just being a rapper or a celebrity. Maybe it's about recognizing that owning multiple mega mansions across continents is exhausting, even with a full staff. Or maybe, just maybe, there's another move coming that none of us see yet, and liquidating this asset creates the flexibility he needs for whatever's next. That's the thing about watching someone like Drake operate at this level. Every move connects to 3 other moves you can't see yet. He's not reacting, he's orchestrating. And that Beverly Hills mansion, stunning as it is with its orchard and mosaic pools and 11-car garage, it served its purpose. Now it's time for it to serve someone else while Drake moves on to whatever he's got planned next. Stay locked in with Celeb Clope because we're not just reporting what happened, we're showing you what it means, where it's going, and why it matters. That's the difference. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep building this community of people who actually want to understand the game, not just watch it from the sidelines. We'll see you in the next one.